stop giving women free attention. Right? Just stop. Online or offline, stop giving women free attention. And this is a coaching video I did actually 6 years ago, one of my most popular videos. I'm doing a redux of my top 10 most popular videos because so many guys asked me, hey, you did this in 2019, it's still applied today in 2025, 2026. Yes, absolutely. Even more so today. Even more so today. All right. The only change today is thanks to the red pill, thanks to all these coaching lessons, and thanks to all my red pill lessons from 2019 and beyond, you guys have woken up. More and more guys have woken up. And that is my whole goal. With all of this red pill content, that is what keeps me in the game, is waking more and more guys up to the fact that you need to stop giving women free attention, okay? Because it doesn't result in anything, at least for you, okay? It results in something for her. I mean, she gets a little dopamine hit of, I'm still hot, I'm still wanted. I mean, it just makes her more narcissistic at the end of the day. But unless you are going to get a result out of it, like anything in this world, just passing by a Catholic church, got to do the Trinity as Catholics. You don't want to do it unless you're going to get a positive result, right? Why do it if you're going to get a negative result? Which is what happens when you give women free attention. You just get a negative result, right? I mean, she either ignores you completely, treats you like you're a cat caller, or she says thank you and just moves along, right? I mean, she got her like little simpage for the day. So, yeah, I mean, the only good thing about today versus when I originally did this video in 2019 is more guys have woken up. I mean, it's almost like guys have gone too much to the extreme on this, where a lot of guys are just checking out, right? They're just checking out of dating completely. And I mean, that's not healthy either. Regardless, I'm not going to tell you what to do. You know, you're a grown man. If that's what you choose to do, that's what you choose to do. But a lot of guys have checked out dating, so these women are not getting as much attention as they used to. And it's going to decrease even more, which is awesome, because you're going to have a lot of guys in the future who are not going to be giving these women any attention with the rise of more AI girlfriends, AI bots, dare I say. I've said this before, I've said this on other people's channels, and I predicted this on my channel, that this will be the end of this like 25-year run that women have been on, where they've just been winning in the dating market, and they've just been upping their standards and upping their expectations and refusing to settle, refusing to lower their standards. That's all coming to an end, you know. And the reason why all that happened, obviously, is like dating apps, social media really blew these girls' heads up over the years, and that time is now ending, which is great. It's ending, and it's going to come pretty fast with the rise of these AI girlfriends, these bots. I mean, to me, it's creepy. I don't think I could ever go that route. Well, I know I can't. It's just, yeah, it's kind of demonic in some ways, but a lot of guys will. And really, you don't even need all guys to go that route. I mean, you only need like 30% to really crater the dating market for women, to send them into a full-on panic where they're no longer getting attention. Guys are no longer caping up for them. Guys are no longer simping to them, liking their dumb photos or dropping useless comments on their IGs or sending them DMs. That's all just going to quickly deteriorate the more advanced these like AI dolls, AI girlfriends become, and the more mainstream that becomes. Because if you could design your little AI girlfriend / bot to be the perfect girl that you want, right? Even though it's a bot, right? I mean, some guys won't care because they will make that thing look real and as feel real as possible. Believe me, these companies are already on it, and the technology already exists. If I were a chick, I would be panicking, I would be pooping my pants, and I would be trying to find some sucker to settle for that will put a ring on it and just exit the dating market before it completely craters. I mean, the writing is on the wall. But these chicks are too focused on themselves and too self-absorbed to see what's going on here. I mean, I'm not even a technology expert. I'm an investor in AI, quantum computing, and technology because I see that's the direction it's going in. That's where we're headed over the next 5 or 10 years. It's a very, very volatile market, by the way, especially if you invest in these stocks. It's going to be very volatile, but they are going up and they will continue to go up. I mean, at least for the next 5 or 10 years until something else comes along. But by then you cash out, you probably have millions in the bank, depending on how much you invest. I see the writing on the wall. I like to look ahead to see just technologies that I see affecting the world, affecting the mainstream. And believe it or not, I mean, I already saw this with the internet in the late 90s. I saw that people are going to get rich off this. And I was so stupid, I couldn't see an avenue for how to do it back then. I mean, if I could go back in time, I can do it. But I mean, there were not a lot of platforms to build stuff, build websites. I mean, back then you had to go to a bookstore and get a book on how to code HTML and use HTML to create your website. I mean, now you could just do it on WordPress. So many platforms where you could just create it in minutes. It's crazy. But back then, no. Yeah, we didn't have those tools. But I saw it. I saw it on the horizon. Just like when I saw YouTube, I was almost surprised, even when YouTube came about, that there wasn't already a stable video platform that people could use to share videos. Because I can remember even as like early as 2003 or 4, wishing that there was something where I could share a video. There was something back then, I can't recall, before YouTube that I used, and it was very slow. It was like super slow. It took forever, but you could only send like a second or two. Then YouTube came along, and I knew this is gonna catch on. I think I created my first account in 2007 or 8, right? 2007 or 8, somewhere around there. There's some PUA account. I think it was like PUA training or something like that. Eventually, I went back to it. It was almost like Trump in his second term. I had better foresight on it, and I knew how to use it. And I was. And then, obviously, business took off and everything else. And I see the same thing now with AI and quantum computing. It's like, okay, now we've exited the first phase of the internet and all that, where it was like e-commerce. The second phase was social media. Now, the third phase is going to be AI, quantum computing. So I believe that's where we're headed. And again, not to get off track, but there are companies there that are already knee deep in these AI girlfriends and AI bots and creating like robot girlfriends that will look and feel real. And it's going to get to the point where you'll be walking down the street and you'll have a tough time telling if that's human or if that's a bot. Pretty scary stuff we have up ahead. Elon Musk just opened up the Tesla diner over here in Hollywood. Well, it's a little bit outside Hollywood. It's over by the Paramount Studios. I don't really go down there too often. I don't like that area anymore. He opened it over there, funny enough, and I wanted to go down there. I probably will next week. He just opened it recently, so still a lot of crazy-ass protesters out there. I was watching somebody's video, people like driving by, calling the people, the families there eating Tesla hamburgers like fascists. Like, fascist burger eaters. Oh, Lord. But regardless, I'm going to try it probably next week when it dies down a little bit and I have a little more time and I get through some of my coaching videos I've been falling behind on because I was on vacation. But yeah, you'll see the rise of these AI bots. You guys are getting a kick out of these AI interviews that I created, you know, just for kind of like craps and giggles. I mean, I just created it for fun as a joke. I didn't know that you guys were going to like it that much. I thought it was kind of funny. You're asking like how I created a dialogue. I could create this dialogue all day long. I think it's funny. Yeah, the problem with the AI though is it's pretty woke. I mean, it's so frustrating because trying to get the AI to produce these videos and say the things I wanted the characters to say, I almost always gets flagged. Almost always gets flagged. I'm not even cursing in those videos. Always gets flagged. They'll flag it like, oh, there's a violation to our policies. You're attacking a protected group, which is like women. I'm like, no, I'm not, right? And then I would just have to reword the phrasing or kind of like reword the spelling. I would misspell the word on purpose, but make it still sound as that word in order to pass it through AI so I could produce the video and the interview I want. I'm amazed I can do that, and you guys are getting a kick out of it. So I'm like, I'm gonna do more. I'll probably do more of those. I mean, it's a pain in the ass, not to create it, but to get it through the Google filter so it'll produce it, because it flags almost all of them. It doesn't like the way I set it up, like, oh, have like some fat feminists in the background. I even try to be nice with the wording, some overweight, multicolored hair, liberal women. Yeah, still, like, can't make them all fat. Like, they are though. They're fat, man. I just hope another AI platform comes about that just replaces Google, that's not woke, that just lets you say what you want to say. I'm tired of all this suppression of speech. You got to stop giving free attention away. I really believe it's ending for these women. We're in the last stages of this. And again, if I was a woman, I would be shaking in my boots right now. If I really want to not end up living alone with cats, I would really get on this. I would just lower my standards and find a good guy to settle with, where we could live happily ever after before these AI bots really take hold. And you really need that lead time too, because it's not like, oh, the AI bots are going to go mainstream, then I'll get my boyfriend. No, because by then he's not going to want you. He's going to be like, oh shoot, these things are becoming more and more affordable. First they were $10,000, now they're $3,000. Next year they'll be $300, whatever. So as technology always seems to get cheaper as we go on, you need some lead time to really build a foundation with that guy, right? To build some cohesion, to build some history, create some memories together, so he doesn't leave you when the AI girlfriends come about, right? You need some lead time there. So, but regardless, stop giving women free attention, guys. That was the point of the tights coaching video. Totally got off track, but really the gravy train is ending. I don't see you guys giving attention to women to the degree that you were giving it back when I did the original video in 2019. That's still here on my channel. It's one of my most popular videos. So until then, don't forget to smash that like button, smash the subscribe button, okay? And if you gain value out of tonight's coaching video, best way to support my work is to jump into 7 months mastery. It's very easy. Just click that link below in my description box. It will take you over to my website where you can get signed up right now. Just takes 2 seconds, so do that now, and I will see you in my next coaching video. I'm out.